Ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Palestinian question, the Arab-Israeli conflict, is a sine qua non for a peaceful, the solution of that problem is the sine qua non for the solution of other problems. But it is not only the political and security issues that have priority on our agenda. I must say that the idea of reform of the Arab societies is one of the priority items on our agenda in the Arab League. And we have stressed that point, that now we live in a new century, a new way of international life. The Arab world has to link up with the 21st century. We have to move in accordance with an agenda of modernization, of change, in democracy or towards democracy, rights of women, human rights in general, education, and the totality of the economic and social rights. I must say that we have moved, slowly perhaps, but we are not stationary. We haven't stopped at a certain station. We move. Now everybody is talking about education and how to change the curricula or modernize it in order to have better products of our system of education. And I promise you, the most important steps needed for Arab societies to achieve progress are subject of a consensus among all of us. We know there are forces that would pull us back, and there are forces that tend to keep us busy, but the item on reform is equally important as the political and security items. The third item, I wish to refer to it before my 20 minutes expire, the so-called clash of civilizations. Yes, there is a clash of civilizations. I recognize that. But clash between the extreme wings in all civilizations. The mainstream has no clash. There is no clash between us. But this clash has to come to an end. Extremists are not only on our side. We have seen, we have heard, we have read a lot of stuff about the other civilization, the other religion, and the time has come for us to work together and make alliance of civilization succeed over clash of civilizations. Alliance of Civilizations, as you know, is the product of, or the initiative of both Prime Minister of Spain and Prime Minister of Turkey. And we are very active, the Arab League is very active in that alliance. So, ladies and gentlemen, in order to have stability and security in the region, we have to achieve peace. The Arab-Israeli conflict has to come to an end. For the Arab-Israeli conflict to come to an end, it has to be a fair settlement. It cannot be a biased one, and it will not be. Peace has to be fair, has to be just. Then there will be place for Israel in the Middle Eastern family of nations. This place cannot be offered if Arab territories continue to be occupied, if the Palestinians continue to suffer the occupation, if people in Gaza are aggressed upon the way Professor Goldstone has underlined. So we need to move on, and in accordance with international law. I was asked the other day What about the territory that was promised by God to any people? In fact, there is one rule to deal with territory. It is international law. Not God, but international law. And we are ready to abide by international law, and we call upon Israel to abide and respect the international law. This is the sure road, sure way towards peace and towards putting an end to this very long conflict that all of us want it to come to an end. Those, I suppose, are the ideas I wrote in my brief speech. The Arab economic drive. In January of this year, we called for an economic summit in Kuwait. And we came up with ideas, with resolutions, with projects. One of them is to establish a fund to help small and medium-sized industries, a fund of $2 billion, and we are now about to launch it. The other one is how, through projects that have been already approved, to link up the whole Arab world through a railway system and a road system. Third one was to sit together and go through the curricula of education in primary and secondary schools. And the Arab League is doing all that now. So in fact, in as much as we are busy with peace and how to reach that peace, we are busy on how to rebuild our societies and how to move on and link up and be part of the new international system and even play a leading role in this.